That's another reason I'm pretty confident you won't find any mistakes here. Going through the chapter can be pretty quick before, so...
Trust me, I can find the mistake. There is one mistake that I am hiding it. But yeah, hello everybody and welcome to your Shy Hiding and Butchering Everything. I am here with Quill. My count.
Right here.
And this is gonna be a very short chapter because this is the epilogue of the adventures outside of the TARDIS. And the title is aptly named Who Are You? I am the I know. AKA everything.
And that is A-OK, AK.
AK. In the meantime, I'm gonna bring up the other K. There you go. We have K. That is not her name. So we have AK and AOK and K.
Oh, you're prepared.
But yeah, this is gonna be like, I would say like 20 minutes maximum. So this is a lot shorter than the rest. And that's actually pretty fine with me because I was working up until now. So, who are you? Who am I? And who are we talking about? So you wanted some temple-like music. Other than this should be fine, but we are going with one silent signal. The ape-like purple creature with a white belly, a very elongated face and hand on the end of his arm, and tail lifted up a glowing opal jewel, dramatically above his head, which is glowing white, but has a lot of cracks on it. I was like, who is that? Then I realized something. That I was not actually too far off when I was being here.
Yep. In fact, I thought that as soon as you posted that.
No, I didn't know that he would be here.
But I did, so that's what I was thinking when you did.
I mean, it's that I knew, so obviously he would meet him at one point.
In the very next line, you're going to see his name, so go ahead.
This seems like a design flaw in Jewel, but it's not. The temple has gone. Aristotle is the leader of the ceremony, which is meant to put the empower on Jewel. He has between his hands. Okay, I'm only assuming that this is the future when Nainu is more experienced. And this might not even be the first time she meets Aristotle. Because there is no question about that either Dr. Cameron or Nainu is gonna be here. Almost. He said not a dice. A dice?
It's like a dais. Something temple related.
Let me see. Let me see what the dice is. It's a raised platform in a In the front room or a hall? Okay, that's actually a thing, yeah. Ah yeah, that's where the king and the queen are sitting, the little throne podium. Which is in front of a short pyramid, which is composed of various steps. Ahead of him is row after row of ponies, wearing tribal paint. They are chanting, "Ho ho ho ho, Merry Christmas!" No, I assume it's ho, 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 ho. Over and over again. I'm pounding the spear, they are holding on the ground each time they say the word ho. And they do it simultaneously. Are you sure they are not singing, not gonna sing We Are Gonna Rock You? Behold my yes, the quality girl. I so really wanna grab my quality girl, but I don't have it anymore. Otherwise known as Dual Affection Time. And I definitely don't mean the jewel that they have, but this thing right here. This kind of thing here.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected most people to think about. And there is a relationship, actually.
I also announced it in the temple. With it, we are on the precipice of a brand new era. Armed with this jewel, not only can it be used as a new gateway for our Stargate, but it will also allow us to use it to travel to time. Here that is Dramatic Plan. Number God 8 and seeing that spear and the chair. With his jewel in the hand. Absolutely nothing can stop us. I can't name a few. I already named Ragnu and Cameron, but I can name the Doctor or the one that talks.
Yeah, he's probably in for surprise.
We can travel into a path of Tactile Valley, and there is only over and won't be enemies of existence. Just imagine, with that many over to human history, we can report ourselves into the greatest empire this world has ever seen. Yeah, but the problem is if you are erasing every enemy, then all of your past experience is gonna go poof. You will have no experience to battle or anything.
That was a similar concept to the time erasure gun. If you shoot it at something that erases it from existence, then why did you need to fire it in the first place?
Yeah? And it's already the continue higher proudly. The key to all of the face of destiny is now in our hands. All we need to do is further charge it, and why is it that we have to charge every crystal?
Kind of like a battery.
Yeah, but imagine if you brought a microphone batteries and they were not charged.
That's probably not that useful then.
Why don't I call? Annoyed, but not one of his loyal polymedia at his cell. For his interruption, or just a roar. What? Just minions. There is one pony I assume that will be daring to for nothing daring to tag on Dinosaur's tail. And I didn't mean daring though. Because this is one of his minions.
Then, which one did you mean?
I mean, you probably know who I'm talking about. I'm just building it right here. Ah. This is not the picture I wanted. Not a picture.
I would not guess Sweetie Bella. I swear.
I mean, I assume Sweetie Belle as well.
What is she doing there? Hey, Mr. Owls, you can't do that. That would be mean.
No, I obviously meant someone more serious. Someone more serious. Right there in the middle. And I'm just showing that in the losing.
Devious to be sure, but it's strange to think they should be loyal to Awazal.
But we know her. That she can play the part.
Or regard herself as a minion to him.
Yeah?
She'd more likely pretend to be a minion if they would accomplish something useful to her.
Yeah, that's why I said play the part.
Mm-hmm.
The face of that minion touches in embarrassment. But also, he also wants us to salute. Okay, so it's not her. Definitely. I mean, she's not even alive at this point in time, probably. You know, he just transported Master to man down, so the police can whisper a secret. I am your father. They're feeling annoyed, but now also curious. I also went down to and lifted it above the side of his bed to give this body closer attention. The minion whispered something into the temple in his ear. I also ended up nodding several times before waiting and turning his way forward and looked at his face and the minion. I suddenly discussed. What? That's all you wanted to tell me? You wanted to ask the kids I wanted to further empower the starting girl just to tell me that? I need to pee. I also said love straight again, and gives the loyal minion this dismissive wave. I also saying, forward this into the east. I'm sure I'm many temple traps with this body in short order. I'm sure we have nothing to worry about, so okay. I was wrong. This is the first meeting with the Hindu.
Well, that's appropriate enough. This is the story about her first adventure, too, so... what shaped her into becoming a daring do in the first place. And we've detailed the first meeting she had with Caballero. So one character was missing.
Caballero is missing. Not Caballero. That's I'm still leaning towards Caballero for some reason. I respond, the minion doesn't seem to know his master about the new intruder, the shark. Now go away! I would have amazed as he gives a dismissive gesture with the hand to the end of his tail. This is not currently holding you up. We need to proceed with the ceremony. It's now important and what has been time for matter. Once we finish, the fate of time itself will be at our command. Until then, however, it is important in time, in the long sense. You are contradicting yourself. Quite a lot.
Here's something else to consider too. Daring recently said that she would join the Knights of the Hourglass with specific intention to use that organization to help her to prevent anyone who's deliberately trying to change the past.
Yep. I mean, it makes sense why she's here. If she's the one. And Middle, the forgot and the public master of the new town lives. Another class one more time. And she is the long cat. Intruder! I'm sure that is the last we ever hear of that little pony. One little pony.
All by herself. How will I ever prevent this daring rescue?
Oh no! And I find that I actually found before. Obviously not. Sure. This is another one.
Now that's a great theme song for Rarity.
But I'm pretty sure we are not talking about Rarity at the moment. Yeah, and now I will not find anything. There we go. Let's go with this one. We are having some action, probably. Amazingly and annoyingly, the Temple Master also ends up getting interrupted by the same loyal minions several minutes later. For some reason, when I heard amazingly and annoyingly, I thought that it would continue the great and powerful save. It turns out it is for a very similar reason as well. The only difference is adding the report that this new intruder managed to get through the temple itself and the lower floors of this temple. Then, another shark stared at me, as he said, "So what? It's probably obviously a little lucky. It's all that all matters. What's into the meetup with our ancient stone gargoyles? This will be the last we will ever hear of the intruder." Ah, the very well mentioned gargoyles which we have heard about, that they are metaphors. I want to just check out darkly before he ends. Whether it is skill or sheer dumb luck, we can dispose it to the lower floors of our theft. It doesn't matter. Our gargoyles aren't more sentient. Oh, and tell more something than the traps. If I do not like to crack keystone, or pass around to save my path and the guardian, they will look until I do that, never give up, until this little body is done. The correct password, what are they? Do they think that they are, strings, or what? We have nothing to worry about. The regarded ability master on the chat does not seem as confident. He presses master a facial expression that remains concerned. No! Go away! Another admits his minion again. This is another time I want to hear of this matter. It shall be cleaned up in short order. I mean, the next time the minion can just write the matter and just hold it up. I'm not saying anything. You don't hear anything from me, but you should see this. I suddenly disregard Mouse his hand and tossed her backward away from his master. Watching the guard go, a tiny flower croissant ignites in out of her eyes. I didn't think that Aristotle would make me go. just my speech about hidden. It showed the master to lift a finger with his tail as he made. Wait. The guard folded. The same finger that lifted now points at the guard. I said, just in case, keep an eye on this intruder. If, and only if this intruder manages to bypass our strong guard there somehow, come back and give me another report, even if the ceremony isn't finished yet. Close to Aristotle for us. He is not a mindless guardian, he was actually doing his job. He is more satisfied with the evidence in order. The temple gone, myself, in greater confidence. You know that scene, right?
Is that in?
It's in Monty Python. When he's crashing the wedding. Huh! I got off the end of his right arm in his face with a finger at the end of his tail. Who is this intruder, I wonder? So just a body can bypass the temple traps and easily. I'm not just a pony. What is pulling him up somehow? I just gonna make this for one. This is disturbing prospect to consider that the intruder's information was taken among him. Not for protection, probably. Someone who told this intruder how to bypass the traps on this lower floor. It is turned out that the intruder does indeed have a keystone. No, she is the keystone. Although the best one to safety badness don't gargoyle, then he's going to need to question the loyalty of a minion a lot more carefully. For now, Arthur can afford to be patient, and he has an important ceremony to resume besides. The fate of the whole world will soon be in his hands, all three of them. Once a thorn in his side, can wait a little longer. No, I just don't be like that. One little thorn can become infested and cause a lot of pain later on if you keep it in your body. Now what? Another guy out in our tank, but a black mass sound issues throughout the temple, probably in the warning system, put in place and signal emergency of some form. It's currently happening. The master knows how this minions in the road ahead of him, or they're chatting, and they're looking about in confusion and concern. In the meantime, the ceremony has been interrupted yet again. Yet again! Ah! And yet a fire alarm. What's even worse, and this is going. This is. Wait, what's even worse than that is it. Huh?
Is it got interrupted during a critical juncture?
Ah. What's
It is
even.
the ceremony.
Yeah, it's confused for a second. What's even worse than that is, it was interrupted during the conjecture. Yeah, I was confused where the separation is between the two parts. They have actually lost some progress because of that. Regaining nobility was being channeled into the new world. But it wasn't here yet. If, at any point during the critical moment of the flow of energy gets interrupted, then all the energy they invested in these past several minutes can leak back out. But they have to actually wait for the new energy to fully drain before they can even attempt to repair the new world again. What is it, a telephone that you have to drain the accumulator? They hold a jewel with one hand aloft. Other one now using the other to catch it to a feet and shake it. Catch it! I'm burning the shadows. Who actually interrupt our ceremony during this critical moment? I will burn and crush the intent of whoever dares to do this. It was indeed a rendering pony.
Yeah, he doesn't know, he just jinxed himself right there.
It seems that Napoleon and each one is master of the intruder the first few times after the approaches the master. I don't know the shoulder sacked as he exits his face. Oh, don't tell me. Napoleon on the edge of the sandlot. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, I can hear mine talk on me perfectly well. But that's fine. Yeah, not that far. I just heard growls and shouts. Oh, that does it! Our progress with the jewel is interrupted enemy, and we need time. I need enough for it to rest and reset. In the meantime, I want this internet destroyed once and for all. I don't know ways to outfund definitely. Get her and find this intruder. I order you to capture and or kill this intruder for good. In the absolute last time, I will tolerate the interruption from this intruder again. I mean, you didn't really tolerate it until now either. In the meantime, they actually got the order scatter and find this into the planetary and lunis. Estimate the remaining amount of his sample gas this test period. Give a butterfly, then more than charge out of the room. I imagine them being like, Leroy! Yankee! I mean, that is a butterfly.
Oh yeah.
Which is the temple leader mostly alone for the first time in a while. Curse it! To repeat under his mask. Who is this pony? And how is this into the managing purpose all of my tales and obstacles? Curse it! Have I underestimated this into too much? He rubs his chin, then narrows his eyes. Well, no more of that. I will need to prepare some contingencies, just in case this intruder gets this far. Let's think a bit how to say the contingencies about. He looks at the jewel in his hand. Above all, I cannot allow this intruder to seal the crown of the earth. I have come too far, come too close to my victory. To the world shall be mine for the taking, and shall not let anything stop me. This is the problem. You shall not let anything stop you, but not any pony.
You may have noticed here that despite being a short chapter, it actually has a lot of scene breaks. And that's because each time intermittently advances time.
I just remember the game that I should play at one point.
Now that I haven't even heard of, but it looks interesting.
It's funny, the main character has a pen where he can turn back the time with.
Cool.
Good morning, Coffin! Oh, you don't understand YouTube algorithm sometimes why you never saw me streaming and today it showed up. I have no idea why it never showed. Every time I stream on this time, with this streaming, not every day, but every week at least 3 times, right? Yeah, every week at least 3 times. I have no idea why I didn't show, or why I showed now. But thank you YouTube for showing every people that I am live. I am not hidden anymore. Yeah, where are we?
The top of that paragraph.
Yeah, that's all. Nothing cautious, but also determined. I just rotates to the back of this room. He gets a lever and pulls it down. As a result, I take compartment melted to the wall, slides up. At the same time, a chest on the moving platform slides forward. He holds a hand over the chest, and he wiggles each of his fingers excitedly. This thing...
Yeah.
And if he gets ready to touch his treasure inside the chest. Waiting no further, he touches the jewel scab and has his pistol through the loop in the chest. As long as the scab is in the way, the chest cannot be opened. I imagine him opening the chest and then opening the door. Hi! I came for your protection. Thank you for opening it. He pressed the wings of the jewel scab. In response, it spreads its wings. I don't know, presses a finger and it explodes back. And First, it in a circle 3 times. It responds, the wings of the scarab feathers and it opens its face so, and thus falls on the chest. So, does he make a circle with the scarab's wings?
It put a circle basically on its back after it
Oh.
spread its wings.
Okay.
This thing is basically a glorified lock.
I mean, it is. It explodes. The wings of the scarab feathers, then does it open its face and falls on the chest. I heard that, yeah. I also pretends to catch the medical lock with one hand, then open the chest. Each time, he moves the chest full of various weapons he can throw. A few of them are even enchanted. But there is one more item here that catches his eye. It makes up a whistle that is in the shape of a cat. You know why I'm laughing. Not you.
Yet. But you should. It's probably clear what this paragraph's alluding to in the show.
This was cat.
Well, they were dogs at that time, right?
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why I said that this was cat.
Okay.
When he blows on it, several more of his loyal minions get summoned. But, on the rest of his temple guard, these ones are considered more feline. In total, what he summoned is a tiger, a cheetah, a lynx, a panther, and a facile white kitten. The rest of which is he extended under the chin. His golden kitten closes inside, leaning to his hand and purr in pleasure. Feeling a bit more prepared, Otto returns back to the main chamber of his room and me. Let's see. You are usually at work at this time and probably sleep on weekends. Oh, you're on vacation! Ah, nice. Oh, I hope you had a good party then.
Well, note that if you're not usually available this time, he still has the recordings online.
Yeah, these are still online after we finish this. And that's why I have 2 different healing times. I have this one for the Nainu and oh, I immediately went to Nainu, but this should be a Doctor episode. Doctor reading. Or Doctor Who's reading. But at night, and it's for midnight, we have the Rumi and Teen Titans, or Rumi and DC Universe crossover. These two are very long endings. As for me, I don't wait until all of my voice goes away. If it's too long, I will just cut it into a part.
Adventures in the TARDIS, though, is broken up into smaller sagas within it.
Yeah, and it's easier to digest for me as well.
You're about to complete another one.
Yeah, because this is luckily it's short.
And it's the last of its whole little saga.
I mean, we were here for almost a month now.
Mm.
A few minutes later, my daughter gets shocked and horrified when only a small handful of his minions made their way back into his chamber, like collapsed in explosion. What is the meaning of this? a little guide in our face. Into the mainstream, one of our tests against us. From this guard, informed in Master in Horror. We were chasing this mountain map across one of our hallways, and all of a sudden, he started sliding up over the floor, just a bit. We didn't know why, until we go up a certain point, and the floor started to give out. We would use the spike them at the base of the pit, didn't activate for some reason. We didn't enter the exit, so that it wouldn't come out for some reason. No. On the menus, in the menu over your guard, that's happened in the pit. We came back here to inform you and got a central chamber. No, what you did was literally lead no enemy here. Idiots! All of you! You can't even capture one interface's mouth. This is pathetic! All of the ornament, the lips shaking in anger. We are sorry, master. Simple impudence. We did our best. At least some of us came back to warn you. Thank you. It is very reassuring.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh.
I also closed in conversation before asking. How long do you think it will take before this marriage in our central chamber? The guy shook his head. I said, "Oh, the must stop. I won't do anything about this man anymore. And the report I give you might be out of date by the time I finish it." This is a long one. It's oh my god. More than 500,000 words. Almost as long as the original part Aggressio. And it is still reading. Right?
Actually, I thought that Fall Equestria broke 1,000,000 words.
I mean, this might reach it at as well at one point.
It might. It's not finished, so the possibility lingers.
The possibilities are endless. It's really with this last point. And the guard points up with a spear, but still lying on the ground and walks loudly. "He is here!" In surprise, all of them looked up and noticed a ledge near the roof of his chamber. There stands a beach-colored Pegasus map, wearing a number of Maya's figures, green bottom-up shirt. He also celebrates off to the side and wears an egg white pit hat, which is currently tilted down enough to cross her face. But Equestria is 620,000.
Okay.
Project Horizon is way longer though. I don't even know what Project Horizon is about. In this moment, she is currently standing on an area not normally accessible to anyone. But since she can fly, this isn't a problem for her. Seeing this floor, could also totally consider the design of this sample. Also, some that extremely safe and everything accusing point on the Pegasus map as he cries out, "You! Who are you?" No less than definitely get in the process bad. Lifting up the edge of her hand. Just enough to remain her dying again. Also, you see that I didn't age to the game. I mean, we are still playing investigations with my friend, and we are gonna continue it tomorrow probably. But I think I played every other game of the series. Yeah. Sadly, they are not available to see because Twitch was stupid. But yeah, I did play all of them, and also we have the television versus MLP crossover that we are continuing at one point as well. The Element of Justice, which is not a game. In the meantime, everyone is just looking at the daring pony who is just standing on the ledge. Let's see. In the show canon alone, it has been very implied that there are other villains in their adventures, but only two ever got any real focus: Dr. Cabbage and Dr. Turtle. The chapter finally gave some focus on the other half of their categories, and this was presenting it at the first meeting, yeah. It is also another chapter, not in their perspective, obviously, but her character arc was revealed in the last chapter. It was that we have never seen her progress once more time, but also shifting perspective only enough to show what it is like to be on the receiving end against a seemingly unstoppable force. I know how it is like. This is what they see.
She is the terror that flaps in the night.
And once again, we never had Darkwing Duck in that country.
She does have wings, so she can flap in the night.
Yeah?
You're on the last sentence there.
In the process, had to use his fussy house cat system. Because in the years, in the earlier years. And we have all the Temple Guardians and the Angel.
With the daring grin.
The daring grin. I mean, we have another daring grin on the side as well. And the intelligent daring grin. The story will now go on a hiatus. Okay, bye. We will not be here for a long while. Bye. Until tomorrow, until today. At least for us. Because this was posted a long time ago. Yeah, at this point, this is not a literal nothing for us at the moment. Because we are in the future. We don't have a time machine. But hiatus has been over. Well, I hope you all gained something special from this journey. I look forward to hearing from you. Stay tuned. I mean, you are definitely hearing from me. But once again, we have left off at the start of an adventure. Then they left with the doctor to stop the plague.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna assume that it'll be in the next chapter. We are going back to, oh yeah, this was a flashback, and now we are actually going for the adventure.
Right. This is how the Daring first met the Doctor, but she's gained a new objective since then. So, what happened with that?
See, I think that's movable. Here, everything that's moving the time, right?
What you gotta do is solve every puzzle, shatter every pot, and open every treasure chest.
And also, shout, yeah! Yeah!
Exactly.
Yeah!
Right. Hey?
And we are again to a smile. Aww. That's fun. We never learned what happened to come along. No. And what is up with the color pandas? I'm kinda actually looking forward to see what's up with the mafia.
Yeah, we didn't get to learn about that, but from the show, we can stand a few assumptions. Somehow that jewel ends up in the hands of Curios, which eventually goes to a certain great and powerful mayor, and then
He became more great and powerful.
presumably buried somewhere in the Everfree Forest. Alright, what did you think of this chapter? Which is different from the other ones.
I mean, only
in this
the camera is different.
Yeah.
But we know how it goes. He goes around, takes literally misses every time, even by just hair. And at this point in time, I only see 3 arrow marks in her hand.
Yeah, if this is gonna be his first meeting, he would deeply underestimate her at first. But as time goes on, she just keeps advancing in the temple, and he's starting to wonder what the heck is going on around here. So yeah, this is what it's like to be on the receiving end, with someone who seems virtually unstoppable.
Also, Coffee is creating another well-known graphic. But never translated into English, called Seal Wings. And it's sort of what this guy wasn't really wanted to spoil. I mean, if it's not in English and not in Hungarian, I probably won't be able to read it. I mean, I can try, but I will not understand the word, and you will not understand the word I'm saying either.
There might be translation programs.
Yeah, but we never trust those. Also, what if you made this little white cat into a big feral lion? What if this little cat is actually aging backwards?
That'd be interesting. It sounds like a potential side effect of the Corona trigger.
Yeah? I mean, I've seen in many Isekai and other things when the protagonists have a side character or a summon that is too big, it gets a little smaller form as well.
Despite his final presentation in the show, where he just claims to be just a guardian, I thought it was pretty clear, nevertheless, that he had strong ambitions. and he'd do more if he could. This chapter emphasizes that he was playing around with an artifact that could have messed with time. Something she just recently swore against. Um,
I
and if he had not been stopped, the his little empire potentially could have gotten suddenly a lot stronger.
I mean, even when we first met him, he had this thing that was literally said to me to call darkness upon the land.
I don't know if it was darkness or too much light, but yeah, there was going to be a problem for about 800 years.
I mean, Luna wouldn't mind. Oh, those are very long chapters, yes. Also doing crazy and only paramedic. I mean, a bit of craziness makes some excitement into the story. And it is very different when you are reading on your own or when you are reading out loud to others. And also speaking mode. Even though when I said that, this chapter is short, we will have like 20 minutes, we are almost at the 1 hour mark. Been running it for about 15 years now, wow.
The time spent in this video is not just the reading; it's also
No,
comments on the
it's
screen.
like half of it is the reading, the rest of it is just talking and mumbling.
And so, oh, I don't remember the answer to this question. What did you think of just this chapter?
Just the chapter. Hmm. How to put it in words? It is very fitting. It is a very good presentation for auditors going on that. Yeah, there is multiple antagonists in this one that can be defeated by one with a pony.
Alright.
And probably every one of them took her not seriously at the moment. Well, it's just a pony.
Yeah, they would definitely think that. Someone who shouldn't have been informed how to bypass the traps, or to get past the guardians, or to get past the pony guardians, and she even did it non-lethally.
You know what I realized? I just will never close the chest again. And I said, when he was opening it, Nagno comes here and says, thank you for opening it.
If the chest is empty, there's no reason to close it.
I mean, it was not empty.
He probably has the weapons near his person now, ready to chuck it at her. Plus, the cats have been summoned.
Yeah, he literally doesn't know how to use the weapons, he just throws them.
I remember he did that before.
Yeah?
Alright, so what did you think of this story overall? The Daring Do and the Lost Continent.
What? Say again?
What did you think of the story overall? The Daring Do and the Lost Continent, with all the chapters combined.
I mean, it definitely caught me off guard that we were not really following the doctor. We were like, okay, we are traveling, boom, 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 okay, we are in the future. We are not on the same story anymore.
Yeah, actually, the Doctor was the follower this time, sort of. But he also kind of acted like the guide.
Let me see the motivation.
Some of the plans was his plans across this chapter, these chapters. Like it was his idea to use all that water against the Worm that draws.
But it's really nice because, yeah, I would call it a flashback. For at least for that I know.
Yeah, flashbacks can get pretty relative for the Doctor.
There's actually was a follow-up role in the show. I mean, that's the whole series.
A lot of things can get relative for those who travel in the TARDIS.
Yeah, but I was thinking how team of who you are looking at. Yeah, we need to extend it in that in the first series. We didn't really count the Doctor as the main character. I would count the teacher as the main character now. I don't remember his name. In the middle, some follow-up took initiative and then everything same day. Yeah, I told you meant initiative. I mean, not in just some episodes, there were multiple episodes when it happened, and even here, I literally said that not so literally just letting her take the, what is it called? I mean, what? The lowest, on the lowest. He was just being in the background as much as possible. Because, I mean, it would make sense because it is not only his adventure. He wants the other characters to have everyone who is traveling with him to have some adventure on their own.
Well, this one's special. He's trying to inspire another to take up the cause of adventuring in the first place.
Yeah.
And really, inspiration goes beyond just this adventure. Um, it's kind of trying to almost do something like the Cutie Mark Crusaders would do, clarify her purpose in life,
But
so that it goes beyond this adventure too.
just don't do it for Cutie Marks. Thank you. And because of the title of the next one, I can my thing actually became clear that yeah, we are going back to where we left off.
I think I have one final question for you regarding this arc. During Dew in the Lost Continent, where and what was Bamboo doing?
Probably.
Picture you have, it looks like he was guarding the TARDIS.
Oh, that's the problem if he was not guarding the TARDIS. No! He was leaning out of the TARDIS.
And giving a coy smile to someone who is attempting to invade it, I guess. After Daring Do stole his Chrono Trigger, he needed some other backup strategy in order to try to mess with time in the past. He, just like Cavaleron, he may have realized that that blue box has something to do with traveling through time. And then he encounters it like, ooh, a new opportunity.
Ooh.
I might be able to make up for my previous failure. Then he goes to it and discovers that there is a guardian to it too, that's giving him a coy little smile.
I am a guardian. No, I'm not.
You think you can get past me?
I mean, no. Mama would probably say that I'm not stopping you. You can't do anything to the TARDIS. You can't even open it. It's not my fault. I don't have the key either. I'm just here waiting for the doctor. Come back. Doctor Who. Indeed, yes.
Cheer. He's shouting at him.
Who are you? But
Maybe
yeah,
he'll answer that. The answer to that question is quite relative. He says as he transforms his form.
yeah, it's relative of when you are asking, and where you are asking, and who.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is it for today. This is a very short 10 minutes long episode.
Indeed, we have the footage to prove it.
Yeah,
So when's the next one happening?
and today. On
Okay.
Monday, for your Sunday, right?
Probably. You did this reading for me on Friday, but just barely on Friday.
Yes, barely.
Friday should be here.
But yeah, also in tonight, tonight in, let's see, 9. In 8.5 hours, I think. Next one, Ruby and this universe gonna clash again.
I'm not sure if I'll attend that. It depends how soon I'll be able to go to sleep and wake up again.
I mean, that's fine. I'm just signing up over that.
Alright.
It's gonna happen. But now, I will probably just lay down and have to rest because I have been off for almost 24 hours now, so it will be wise to go down, to go to sleep.
Yeah, you probably better. Alright. See you later.
Bye bye. Bye bye. And thank you everyone for being here.